So now they're in a new relationship for about 4 or 5 months. He's cussing you out to go kick it with her. Right. Then all of a sudden you pissed him off too bad. He's ready to go, ready to pack up. He got all of his shit together because he got a whole nother household that he's already been making.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, we've been broken up for a month and you already
This is why I'm trying to say, where's we getting this fairy tale marriage thing from? When you really ain't never seen a real one.
Because that's what you want. It's like the American dream. Everybody wants to touch
it. Very
her
few.
Parents, there are some. That's where we're getting it from, because there are some, maybe few, and it might not even be in our family, but we might not even know what these people even had to go through to even keep these marriages going. That we might not even want to go through. That's what I'm saying.
No, we ain't saying fairy tale. What we saying is there's a difference between you disrespecting me as a wife or as a husband versus we having some mistakes or setbacks or some issues.
Okay, when it gets to the point of disrespect, then that's when you should get away from each other.
That's what we're saying. That's what I'm saying,
because this should never be that. Once it's just really disrespect,
that's
then y'all should be
what you're saying about the fairy tale. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fairy tale, and we don't see what's really going on.
Because some people really, I've seen them stay together.
They've stayed together
even
happily.
though they had
and maybe 2 or 3 years was a little rough, and you made it through those growing pains, that was good, and you're still happy now. And then you grow older and you both mature.
It ain't like you gonna live happy ever after, like the
Snow White and Rapunzel in its greatest form. Those are your fairy tales. Even though they still got their Prince Charming, there was a death in the beginning, the rotten apple, the haircut. There was always a big bump in the road.
But they all were together.
Everyone. Now I did the Cinderella thing, and after you find the Prince Charming, he never was the Prince Charming. That's what I found.
You're kissing the wrong frogs.
One of the guys did give me the frog syndrome. He said, what's happening, the guys know they ain't really the prince, and they really just a frog, and they try to get you thinking that you're going to turn them into that prince.
Very true. They're gonna be.
That's what this guy just told me, the dude guy, he's a philosopher on that, and I'm like, that makes sense. So then they get these women that they think is all it is themselves, and they thinking that the woman could turn them into the prince, and when they find out they're not a prince, then they want to mistreat the broad, and then they're not satisfied, and then that's why a lot of that happens. That's what crazy. He said, and it makes sense.
That's kind of crazy.
I know. It's crazy. A man gave me that scenario on one of the shows, and he was right. I think it's right.
You think it's right?
I think that's what happens to a lot of men. They get with the women that they think is all of that. That's going to make them look good, and they don't feel better after they got her. They don't feel better about themselves.
They need women that can specifically help men that have been raped in jail and can't talk about it. Because those are the women men that are actually crazy. Like, I have a couple cousins that are crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because of that, you know what I'm saying? But they haven't told anybody.
Nobody knows. That's the men's best kept secret.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time. That's the men's best kept secret.
So then they abuse the women because they're angry about
what didn't happen to them.
They angry about feeling like a bitch.
Yeah, they're not feeling as masculine anymore. They feel like they've been took. They're wide open. They could grab.
I never had a man been in jail, so I don't know that.
I stay away from it.
Yeah, you don't need
I don't trust it. Yeah, I don't trust it, so I stay away from it.
But now this other man that was on my show, he was saying that women are going to have to start taking the men out of jail because that's where they are. You know, but that's not my forte.
Okay, I'll take you if your ass ain't been there too long.
Yeah, see. But there's women that's gonna need to take the man out of jail for real. You know,
it's a whole bunch who ain't been there too.
I can say I have. I grew up around.
I never even had to deal with it.
And then that also makes them feel like, well, dang, because I've been in jail now, you're gonna judge me. I'm not good enough.
And I was just about to say I wouldn't want to sit here and put that stipulation.
Or even with us, my past life.
I didn't had a rough past that you wouldn't even tell, and I don't want you to be like, oh no, never mind.
Well, that's what they were saying. That's what he was saying. We need to start taking them in. They done locked all the brothers up, so we need to start taking them. That's what he was saying.
That's because a lot of the brothers have turned into bitches.
I know. But see, the thing is,
I mean, seriously.
The thing is, I need to have a man on my level, so I got to have.
My point being, because if he's Jewish, we could be on my level.
Right.
I'm like, I missed a call. Let me see who it is.
Taking care of your business, all that. Okay.
Who's this? Trying not
You
to
didn't
hear
hear it in the background. You thought it was from your phone.
Yeah.
Because I got her number and she missed the call because I said, well, I'm going to call you so my number will be in the phone.
So stupid.
She called it back and
Y'all trying to
She's like, who is this?
Trying to whisper.
That's good. And we ain't even drunk. But this is God Lily, and we have been discussing, and we're going to close the show now. But is there anything else that we wanted to discuss? We got one man here after. We got to pour it on him.
Oh, no, that.
I was really just because interested in the conversation about the marriage and putting a ring on it. Mmerv, how would you like to be approached as an ultimatum in a positive way? Not even an ultimatum as that choice of knowing that this woman has asked you in the past and you know she wants to be married and you love her and you know that she's marriage material, but you haven't put a ring on it.
And I love her.
And you love her and you know she's marriage material. You know she's a good woman. But you haven't put a ring on it. You
How
haven't
does she
committed.
approach you to not turn you off?
How should a woman approach a man in that situation? How should a woman approach a man in that situation?
I think it's just be forthright.
But when
Really
black
said,
women are
just say,
forthright, you know, it's too
aggressive.
forward.
You're not.
And then
she asked
without
me,
feeling pressured, because
She
then
asked me, I didn't
you're
feel-
feeling
I didn't
pressured.
feel pressured. I just said I got to make a decision, and I decided I wanted to try it. After a year, I said, all right, we'll go ahead and get married. I wasn't too
Just wanted to
excited.
try it.
Right, he
you
already
want to
said,
try it.
he was like, how did I get here?
Right.
I said, yeah, I said, I'd really go ahead and do this. Because I remember what it was like before.
But there's nothing
So I
wrong
did
with
go
telling
for it.
someone, you're a great person. I don't feel like I'm going to marry you, but go out there and find someone who's really going to love you more than I do, because I love you, but not enough to fulfill your
And
happiness
most men aren't
spots.
honest enough.
Now,
Just said that.
I don't know if she forgot her story, but she said I asked her to. She said, well, I think she said I had too much to drink or something. And I asked her to marry me, which I didn't remember. But I think both of my wives asked me, gave me that ultimatum after a year or two.
So you think it's okay to give them a man, for me to give that man that ultimatum?
I think most men expect it.
Either you marry me in the next 6 months, not even marry me. You commit and put
Engage.
a ring on it in the next 6 months, or
I think men should
I gotta
expect
go.
that. They should expect that.
Not nowadays. No, they don't. That's
They
what
don't
he
expect
said.
Yeah, because then they have an
Because
ultimatum.
women are
They can
taking care of
run.
them.
They can either do it or they can run.
Right.
If
That's
you
what
really,
they
if
expect.
you honest with them
They
that
expect
you
for
really
you to
want to
take
get
care of
married,
them.
that's what men like about me. I'm honest about
Mom,
everything.
it's
You know, I'm
different
talking, I ain't
time.
gonna live with you forever, and I'm not gonna be married because that's out of my mentality to live with a man and not be their wife.
right.
I mean, I'm wife material.
I've lived with
You understand what I'm
one
saying?
man.
So I just tell them like it is, you know. So
Try
they like my
again.
honesty.
I just want to have a couple of different
And they marry
weddings
me,
just
shit.
because it's fun to dress up. You know, there's pretty
Right.
colors. Just want to
Right.
dress up.
Every
You don't
6
officially
years.
have to make it. Yeah, just a dress up scenario. Really
Oh.
pretty.
There is a fashion show March 3rd
go plug it.
that I will be in at the Colorado History Museum at 2 to 4, and I will be modeling a fashion show, and I will be modeling a wedding dress, swimsuit, African attire,
Nice.
casual clothes, and lingerie, and there'll be men and women and children in this fashion show. So I would like you all to come and support. Saturday,
Yeah,
March
you need to film
3rd,
it.
That's the day
2
before my
to
birthday.
4.
Everybody
Birthday
is-
gift to yourself. Come out and represent.
That's your birthday.
And we're always
March 4th.
looking for a new model, so come and be a
Oh
part.
my goodness.
Yes.
You know I would love to
Yes,
do that.
and they always do full figure women because my sister and cousins, and they make the stuff for you and then we model it. So you should definitely come.
I would love that.
And we will try to get a film of it and put it on the show.
March 3rd, 2 to 4.
All right. So are we done? Are you done?
Yes.
Anybody have anything else to say? All these
Okay.
beautiful, gorgeous ladies that we have here. This is Denver, Colorado, and we are black and we are beautiful.
Coptic Confession.
That's right. See
Be
you
real
next
to
time.
yourself.
And we hope that the guys will show up next time to talk and tell their side of the
Yeah,
story.
we want to know the other side of
And
this.
guess what? All the guys, I asked them what they did for Valentine's Day. I didn't know they was all sensitive and all that.
What they
crap.
said?
They did some stuff for their
Just
women.
gonna zoom in on my legs like that.
Right, what happened?
Sometimes I think somebody be controlling my shit. They said they could take over. And so, but yeah, they did stuff for their women. I'm like,
Don't wait till you're damn near
wow.
dead to experience true love.
Right.
Have fun.
And this is godlili. I know what I am. What are you? See you next time.